We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Well, looking at this morning, we got to see essentially what we have. Got a lot, some very entertaining games. Juventus is on the board. That's 1-0. Bayern Munich takes little time waiting. They're on the board, 1-0. Leipzig knocking on the door. Wolfsburg up 1. Looking at a recap of the early morning games on Chef and the Punts. We hit on Finland KPUS minus 125. We hit on Betis over 2.5 minus 130. The Liverpool over 2.5. We lost, so that's 2-1 for this show. Leipzig's playing now. We have them -1, and we have Plaza and Sparta on Sunday. I did say question about looking back on the Olsen Honda. I did say it's a potential over, but I have to check on it and see what the line was. Obviously, that game didn't go anywhere close. It was 1-0. I was on the -1. That was my on my official play. So we were able to cash a little bit on that. So that was positive. So that's good to see. Welcome, welcome. Someone has just joined the chat, so appreciate it. Should be an interesting game looking at right now. I'm looking at these 9:30 games. I'm on Leipzig. I took a shot on Borussia Mönchengladbach. Draw no bet. It was interesting. A lot of steam came down. It was plus 110. As soon as it switched over to draw no bet, I know basically you're saying the steam's coming the other way, but that gives me two options to walk away with at least a push where normally I wouldn't have it. So I was very happy to jump on that. That we're looking at. I've kind of looked at a couple different games this morning. One of the games I'm very interested. I took Chelsea. I like Mount and Abraham are playing. I know have some backups in between there. I was really tempted to take Wolves as an official pick. Just been burned by them too many times than to take that pick. So I was there. I really think the Bayern Munich's under 4.5. I might get burned here with an early goal. Look at that. I love the Charlton Leeds game. I think that's going to be a great game to watch if you're a championship fan. You're looking at, and then you get a chance to get Charlton +1. That's just too spicy not to take it. That's the reason I'm on that game. Copenhagen and Silkeborg are going to play. I told you before that they're going to rest half their squad. I'm waiting for an official lineup. But I lean to the under 3.5 on that one. That's definitely a game I'm looking at. The Blackburn game is something that one of the games I'm really trying to study here. I wasn't on too much of it last night. Kind of read some things. Wanted to take a closer look on that, and that's playing in the English Championship. And I'm on the wrong day. Thank you, our friends from Soccer24, giving us live scores right now. Everything up to date. As soon as we basically get a goal. Astute Chaos, no Wolves. I love them, but right now UL and EPL too much. Correct. I agree. They have the team though that should be able to play both of the leagues, but for whatever reason, they haven't shown up this year at all. Um, a look that I kind of starting to lean toward is Blackburn over. They play a very good Luton team. Now, Luton is a team I cashed for last time. Last time Blackburn played them, it's been 11 years, so you can't go by that. Luton comes in here, have given up at least 3 goals in 5 straight games. Actually, I'm going to jump on that. Let me see what price I'm getting on that. That could be a very scrumptious little morsel here to take in the morning. Stu Chaos, what else are you on? What else are you looking at? One thing I was looking at is kind of like I said on the show, be weary of teams that have championship in Europa. Always kind of lower your bet. We saw that with Lyon today to lose to a Nantes side. That was terrible because they actually played everybody too. So to lose 1-0 to a Nantes side, we saw Celtic draw 1-1 to a terrible Hibernian team who even picked up a red card. So I'm getting over 3 at plus 105 for the Blackburn game. Or I'm getting, let's see what I have in my other book. Right now I'm looking at the Blackburn game. Over 3 at minus 110. Might as well take the other plus 105. Blackburn. I'm going to take them with an over 3 in the Sparta game. And then I'm just going to take this as a parlay. So I'm going to take over 3 Sparta, over 3 Blackburn, and I'm going to jump them up with Auburn because I really like this Auburn game and I want to make sure I get good numbers on this. Actually, I might take the Florida State game. I kind of like Florida State. I don't know why. I really like Florida State tonight. I've looked at this team. I think they're playing not a really good NC State team. They definitely have a chance. So Wolfsburg money line. That's got to be a live bet. Oh, they're up 1-0, aren't they? How are you getting a money line plus 147 if they're up 1-0? Okay. Yeah. This Leipzig game, I'm hoping they. Oh, pre-match. Okay, good. Yeah, those are good lines. Those are good looks. Um, I've got a plus 800 cashing if Leipzig just wins. So it's a really good number here to start off with the game. I'm just hoping that they have. I was hoping to see, like I said, Timo Werner in the starting 11. He was. That's kind of the way I was going to go as soon as I got that. So yeah, I mean, they seem to be the sexy pick. When the Wolves are the sexy pick, it's kind of like, okay, can they really lose 2 games in a row at home? A Watford game, that a team that's struggling to find itself. Can't see, I just can't see them coming in here and just throwing a there. I am gonna take another bet. It's a bet I always take. I think Hull City plays no defense. I like Hull City. Cardiff. The only thing I worry about is Cardiff is a team that likes to park the bus. Um, Actually, I'm not going to take that. It's too many games. I recently under 2.5, but they like to just park the bus and just sit there and wait. I think I'm just going to take that. I'm also looking at the Southampton Tottenham game. Any reason why we don't believe there's going to be goals in that game? I love Leverkusen. I think is in a funk. This is a game where they should have been a minus 200, minus something like favorite today, and they come in at like minus 170, 165. They're whatever it is. Ever since the Dortmund game, they're just in a funk. It's a team I don't trust in any way, shape, form. Um, that's my issue with that game. That would have been a team I would normally would have been on just like that and saying, all right, we're all in on Leverkusen. That's the way we're going to go. But like, I, much as I try, I just can't get behind them. One of the games I'm also on, it's kind of been a sneaky game. I was waiting for the lineup, but I took it two ways. I took Barcelona money line. It's just too nice of a price. They beat them before with a solid squad. Messi's not playing. Dembele's not playing. That doesn't make me feel great. But Suarez is playing. Griezmann's playing. I think they can get a win here at a toffee. I also took the over just in case. I think it's one of the two ways. It's either going over or I'm just going to sit here and cash on that side. Another number I'm looking at this Real Madrid Atletico game. I really want to see the lineups to see who they bring out there and say, okay, before I pull the trigger, but I could clearly see if Real brings their decent squad, if Hazard plays, any of those guys play, I think they could actually pull an upset right now, and you're getting minus 270. I almost love that price. I think that's a really good number to be able to get. Sorry, not minus 270, plus 120 for Real Madrid. So. Yeah, Barca's one of those teams that's kind of screwed around, but they can't screw around that much. They conceded way too many points. That's what I would basically look and go, okay, eventually they got to turn around and say, okay, we have to win a game here. And you would see that, okay, let's just stop screwing, let's get the win and move on. Oh, this Schalke team is causing me grief. I was hoping Leipzig would at least been had their foot on the gas here, and we kind of took a really good lead, and Schalke scored. Schalke scored. That's good for if you have the over. Hopefully Leipzig will get this back before the end of the half. Right on the corner. Took advantage. Also looking at this lineup here for Bayern Leverkusen. Not in love with it. Kevin Volling. What a weird lineup. Playing a 3-4-2-1. It's a little bit way too defensive than what I like. The other team's playing a standard 4-4-2. Augsburg is one shot in 30 minutes. Leverkusen is 3. Let me see if that game. What if that's my second game that's on TV? No, it's a Bayern game, which I think is going to be an under. I'm gonna look for a live option on that Bayern game to see what we're looking at for live. To me, it's a game I really think is going to go under. I don't see Bayern just continually putting the woodshed to them. Yeah. We are going on Bet Online here. It's a decent live site, just not great for a lot of things. I'll just pick this game just so we can easily choose. All right, we're looking at the Bundesliga, Augsburg with Bayern Leverkusen. What do we get on Leipzig Live right now? Leipzig Live is a draw no bet at plus 130. Ooh, I like that. Going to get the better team. I'm going to have a chance that as long as they can pick up 1, we're going to walk away with a push. So to me, very little risk in that. Okay, that's being hammered down to plus 120. Yeah, I'm going to take that. You got a pregame -1, minus 120. So this is a different book. This is just my live book, but definitely taking Leipzig. Yeah, bro. I look at Mönchengladbach. One of the two things I love Brian Balo. I think he could be really, really good in the right system. So anytime he's in there and he's in an attacking formation, I look for Hoffenheim to possibly win. I think Thuram is slowly getting into understanding what they want to play. They're playing with 3 forwards up top. That's definitely an attacking formation. Hoffenheim plays no defense. Um, 1 second, I'll be right back. This is what you were supposed to be doing. What were you doing? Looking at videos? Where are my bags? You go run after them. You tell them you saw them. You at least do that. I'm looking for my bags. You said, where's my bag? Just 1 second. You have to tell people so they don't drive off. Yeah, no, I'm still like 1 a.m. yelling at me. I am looking. Wow. What's fucking up? What? But I said you still have to go out and acknowledge them for a second so they don't drive off. Which means they called the number on file, which is your mother. Then there was no reason for them to call her, so you didn't talk to her. Let's pull the covers off the bed. No, not the bed, the couch. Yeah. Where was it? Right. You just don't need to have that much money. Oh. Sorry about that. I had to leave. My son was taking his driving lessons today and couldn't find his wallet. Hey, what's up, Geraldo? So let's see what's been happening while I walked away here for 15, 20 minutes. All right. So anybody score while I was away? Derby scores. Sheffield Wednesday, 2 goals in the first 8 minutes. Damn. Bayern Leverkusen scored. Yeah, I guess we had a chance to get on that. That's my bad. Sorry about that. Oh, Leipzig is going to go down into the half. Not what I wanted to see. Juventus hanging on to a 1-goal lead. Barcelona scoreless. They're basically sometimes toothless without their guys. But we'll see. I don't know. West Ham is the first one on the board, 1-0. As we can see right on the screen, saying West Ham scored. Oh, I love having this Soccer 2-4. So, Geraldo, what do you want? Oh, crap. We're literally going to VAR on that play? It's not great. Listen to the announcer say we're about to get a penalty here. If that's a penalty, that's the dumbest thing ever. That's a slight. There, it didn't even look like it grabbed him. But you never know. Did he get him in the ankle? Not sure. I'm trying to figure out. Unless he got him in the ankle, and I don't see that. I don't see him kick out. I see him might have tripped over his ankle, but that's on the attacker. Damn, Paris scored. Mönchengladbach is on the board. They're up 1-0. Schalke's about to score again here. They awarded the penalty. I think that's kind of BS. But I had a slight cover on this. And he scores. They're up 2-0. We got a team that basically has only given up conceded 2 goals all year. I think maybe 3. Leipzig was up to 5. Okay, that's Bayern scored first. Mönchengladbach. The other game I'm on, I'm looking at Inter. That price is weird. Inter -1 is -135. Inter money line is -145. You might as well just take the money line. You're not getting any real advantage to take the -1. Leipzig looks like they're really not into this game, to my chagrin. You're looking at best results, it's probably a draw, but Leipzig is going to need to at least make this 2-1 by the 60th minute. What are we getting on the goals market? Because I draw no bet one we took live, but that was different. Well, they still think there's going to be goals. You're getting a minus 154 on over 3.5. Generally, second halves are always 1.5. The goals. Come on, Leipzig. Let's get one before the break. Had to come down to help out. That's a terrible pass. Yeah, they're on the ball. Their Leipzig is just making some really lazy passes. Oh, here we go. Come on, let's get a little bit of counterattack. All right, we'll take a corner. Let's see how this Barcelona Toffee game in. Let's check in on that live. Both teams are basically asleep. Not what I want. Oh, terrible header. Barcelona's now been offside 3 times already in the game. Luton on that Blackburn game. Luton strikes first, 1-0. All right, we need 2 more goals. Much better. Those who talk pregame, I talked myself into taking Blackburn over 3. Wolves score. Wolves go up 1. Be nice to get a Wolves win here. So don't think I'm getting a Leipzig win. Bournemouth ties up West Ham. So they're even at 1 apiece, as you can see right from the screen. Again, our live scores are brought to us by Soccer24. Minimize the one leak here because there's no games on there right now. Trying to see, let us see, make sure so we can see more live games. The Rangers score, make it 1-0 against Aberdeen. Glad you didn't take the Scottish parlay because Celtic already drew, and that would have been the stronger part of the parlay to sit there and say you could have won. Crystal Palace is on the board. Makes it 1-0. I turn my camera off for a second as I switch around my power adapter. Man, Chuck is just taking it to him. Goes into the half, down one. Milojevic is the one who scores the penalty. Oh no, I don't even look to see how I'm doing. All right, what's the games we have on? Bundesliga games are at halftime. Chelsea is 22 minutes in and hasn't figured out where the goal is. Well, that was a terrible pass. Let's see what we have. Some betting opportunities. What are we getting on Chelsea? I'm going to say minus 714. I draw no bet. That's not a good option. What's the Barcelona line? I have a lot of faith in Augsburg. What are we getting to Leverkusen to get some distance here? Leverkusen is minus 3,333. So Tottenham gets on the board 1-0. That's good to see. They need to stretch out a little bit. Bayern Munich is only up 1 at the half. So far this is going as I kind of saw it. As an under game, I think 4.5 goals were too much. Of course, the second half could be a 30 goal half. The line's already dropped to 3.5, so if you're on the under 4.5, you're looking better. Aston Villa scores first for Burnley. Quaddy has placed his bet of the day. Quaddy put $93. I'm not sure how he got the $93, but he's on Kansas State over 60. So right now you can get a Barcelona under 3.5 at minus 111. So if you're one of the people on the pre-games, you get a chance to have a slight hedge. Yet I'd probably wait. Win the rest of regulation is still at minus 455, so there's no value in that. Shocking that the number of goals for Bayern 3+. Aston Villa goal has been wiped away by VAR. Back to a 0-0 game. So for anybody that's on that game. All right. What is it? Couple looks I'm looking at later. I'm looking at Reims versus Dijon. I like Reims money line. You're getting a decent price. It's minus 135. Reims is not a top club. They're a middle of the road club, but they are playing a lot better than Dijon. Dijon right now looks like the worst in Ligue A. Scored 2 goals, giving up 9. Reims averaging a little less than a goal a game. So, I mean, definitely tread lightly, but I think Reims can win the game. Sheffield Wednesday scoring goals left and right. What are the other games? We've already talked about Inter. We're on that. Trying to figure out a way to get Atalanta. Sampdoria is just in a funk right now. Sorry, Sassuolo. Sassuolo is who they play. Sorry, Sampdoria is the other one versus Inter, and they're in a funk. I mean, I'd take Inter. I'd probably take Inter maybe 2 units. Sampdoria's lost 4 of the last 5. However, they've won 4 of the last 5 at home, but 3 of those teams were not Serie A teams, so they don't really count. Inter's won 5 on the road. The only question you have is, again, Inter qualifies as one of those other teams having that Champions League fixture, reverse Barcelona on Wednesday. That would be the only reason you're getting such a short line. So I'd look at 11 o'clock and see essentially if we get in the lineup. I've told you before, I'm on City minus 1.5. I think they put out a decent lineup. Copenhagen lineups are out. Kind of what I thought. Jonas Wynn's not playing. Nadoya's not playing. You get the young kid Santos playing. Fisher's playing, which is actually kind of surprising. Uh, but I think it's too many. Silkeborg sucks. That's the one thing you got to look at. Silkeborg just blows. Um, Away, they won 3-1 versus a non-Danish team, so that doesn't count. In the Superliga, they lost 2-0. They drew 2-2. They drew 2-2. They lost 3-1. They lost 3-0. I think 3.5, 4 goals is too much. I like this Gent Portrick matchup. I think you're going to have plenty of goals in that game. I know Alex put out a play with a double with Inter and Gent. I have no issue with that. I think that definitely has a good chance for a double. Um, Not sure what kind of price. You're not going to get a huge price on that. Damn, Tottenham sees red in the 32nd minute. What a moron. And a team that's had an issue to win games that it should be winning. Oh, that is killer. That's when I watch games and I look at these guys and I'm like, you're an idiot. You've got the better talent. You've got the setup. Unless the guy was going to score, there's zero reason to do that. I mean, I yell at my son's high school kids, and I'm like, we're winning the game. Why do you want to go ahead and just put yourself and hurt your team? It's such a selfish play. The worst part is he got his yellow card at the 27th minute, and he picks up his red at the 32nd minute. I mean, that's kind of also on the captain. That's where the captain's got to see him. Hey, this kid's he's playing way too close to the vest here. He's going to hurt us here. So, all right. Here's what you're getting. So, Aston Villa scores. We're up 1. Tottenham with the red card. They finally just unfroze it. Win the rest of regulation is plus 140. Southampton winning the rest of regulation is plus not 190. I was more interested to see what the goals were going to be because I would like to get. See, they just put it over 2.5 goals. It's kind of juice, but I'm going to take that. I I can still see Tottenham pushing forward. I don't see them parking the bus. I know they'll attempt to, but Southampton's shown they can score some goals. I think Southampton gets at least one, but I think Tottenham can score with 10 guys. Charlton goes up. We go up 1-0. Juventus gets their second. Ronaldo So Charlton, you are getting one, is up one, looking good at the 33rd minute. So you're going into halftime. Astute Chaos believes there's going to be some more Bundesliga goals. He took a lot. See, I can't take a live parlay. What book are you on that allows you to take a live parlay? Is that Bet365? Sheffield Wednesday. Damn. 4-1. They're just putting the woodshed. They were like, we don't care. All right, we're coming around. Juventus is up 2. They're going to coast to the victory there. That shouldn't be any issue. Uh, Chelsea's not looking that great. Barcelona's not looking that great. All right, Lens wins. Let's check in on how the picks are doing today. And last night was a great day, but we always kind of a little weary. So Lens -1 is a push. Olsen Hyundai is a push. Pool is a loss. West Brom and the over 2.5. Fox Play is a double loss. Damn it. Uh, thought I took more plays than this. Blackburn has scored, makes it their second goal. We just need one more essentially to get the push. 2 goals in the first half. Looks good. Definitely looks like a nice morsel there. I'm going to add Inter on this. Actually, let's wait 30 minutes to see the lineups. Who just scored? Southampton. There we go. Just like I said, we had the 10-minute advantage. Southampton could score. That's one. Need one more for the over 2.5. I could actually hedge it if I wanted to. I'm not. I'm just going to let that ride. I think that'll come through. One thing, Suarez looks so old at Barcelona. He's not moving as well. Who do they have on the bench? Probably Vinicius. Who did they? Carlos Elena? Is that the only forward they brought in? Yeah, they didn't. They actually have no forwards on the bench. So this is it. Rangers scored again, beating the crap out of Aberdeen. That's cool because I can mess with my friend at work and let her know that her team sucks. Barcelona gotta go! Barcelona, we have a goal by Suarez. We had a long ball played at the top. He got it at the top of the 18. Was able to chip it right over the goalkeeper. Getting absolutely beat. Here we go. Defender tries to clear, plays the long ball. He's got it. The ball bounces, top of the 18. Chip, beautiful bounce, goal. Nothing they could do. Goalkeeper hopes to say offsides. No offsides given. There was a guy far on his right that was offsides by a whole lot. But the goal counts. No VAR. Tottenham answers. There's the 2.5, baby. Live play. If you were on that, you were able to cash. Will it stand? That's the question. Harry Kane gives it 2-1. First live casher of the first Saturday show. There we go. That's the way to start it off. Bayern Munich scores. That's the second goal. Coutinho at the 56th minute. Hull City scores. Not shocking. Hull City is one of those first looks I always look. That team is almost always over. So I take a look and I said, okay, is there a number there that I like to play? All right, Leipzig has never come back from 2 goals down. Has to come back from 2 just to draw. That doesn't look good. We could have a chance here, though. Oh, he doesn't pull the trigger. Just over the bar. All right. Do we think there's going to still be more goals? What else can we go through on this Tottenham game? I think there's going to be 0D in this game. One a little bit. Let's see if we can win a little bit more. Oh, they definitely think so too. They've jumped that up to 4.5. Froze everything right now. We're going to go into halftime. We're going to get some halftime lines on this. So we're going to be going to halftime. Charlton up 1. I thought for sure we did that. So. Damn. That was one of my favorite plays. I don't know why I didn't type it in the Discord. Crap. Can't take credit for that. All right, I'll stop talking about that game since obviously I didn't get it. That sucks. Cool. Thanks, Slammy. Hopefully we can get the word out. We can get more people on here. If anybody's on anything else, hopefully maybe in the future I can get Dave or Mike to join us, and we can kind of just have a couple people on here instead of myself. It's not going to be something I'm going to do every weekend, but I can do it every couple of weekends or so. I'm sure Dave with the Fightcast today is going to already be on for like 14 hours. So, what are you getting in Leipzig? Ooh, looking for some opportunities. Yeah, that's a good parlay. What did that pay, Sammy? That barely pay even? I mean, you were sweating the Liverpool game. They gave up a goal that they should have never gave up. Liverpool, Munich, and City, all three of them should win, but goalie basically just fumbled it. In college football news, for whatever reason, the Auburn line is getting bet down. So if you wanted to be on that game, it was at 10. You're looking at 8.5 right now. Not sure why. Yeah, even's not bad. I definitely would have took that for even. I'm in different variations of that already, so I can cash. I'm just trying to see if we're going to get any more Bundesliga games. All of a sudden, we all just kind of hit the wall. All right there. You've got to be able to get that. All right, Chucky on a 4-on-2 break. Got a great shot. That's the third goal, folks. This is all over. Leipzig makes a bad pass. Leipzig's once great defense is getting broken down and beaten. Juventus is about to end that game. What are we getting on Barcelona second half? I mean, Barca basically got their goal for almost all intents and purposes walk. It was a brilliant skilled pass, but they were getting their ass handed. So to sit there and say came back. So your second half lines win the rest of regulation. Your Taffy is plus 225. Barcelona's 160. Draws plus 145. Three-way regulation. Draw is plus 320. Barcelona's minus 333. I mean, there's really no attacking power on this. I'd love to get possibly an under. Under's 167. Under 2.5 is juiced 167. They're kind of thinking what I think is either no goals or a draw. So if you think there's no goals or a draw and you're on Barcelona pregame, it's not a bad way to take the draw at plus 320. Barcelona draw no bet is at minus 1,429. That's too bad. The books think that Barcelona is going to walk away with this. Gladbach, Marcus Thuram. Goal in the 65th minute, as you can see right from the screen. Bam. That's the second goal. Paderborn has a. That's looking nice. The plus 110 if you were on it early, or that draw no bet. Looking nicely as well. All right, let's look at we do got halftime finally in the Premier League. We got Wolves up 1 goal. Money line is draw no bet is minus 1250. Not any chance to look at. Over 2.5 is plus 130. Under 2.5 is kind of where they think minus 154. What do we got on Chelsea here, who has no goals at halftime? There's a terrible Brighton squad dominating the shots on goal. If you haven't seen this, this is actually sad. Here, I'm just gonna show this right now, real quick. Chelsea has 17 shots. 4 of them been on goal. 9 have been blocked. 10 free kicks. Brighton has 0 shots. Oh. The three-way regulation right now is Chelsea minus 167. Not a great value, but you have to think of goals on the horizon. We have a goal from Paderborn. Paderborn. Paderborn gets a goal 2-1 versus Bayern. Not great for my under 4.5. This may wake Bayern up. Nice pass into the box. Easy pass. Easy as you like. Right to the far post. Not a great play there by the defender. Now, Paderborn is a side that actually generally plays in the Bundesliga too. They moved up this year, but an interesting thing on Paderborn, this is one of the only teams that Bayern does not have a winning record against. All right. Remember we talked about the under 3.5. They were already right back to the 4.5. The under 4.5 is still juiced at minus 167, so they still don't see a lot of goals. Paderborn almost just got a second. Slammy, sorry, you almost just lost your parlay. On the Dortmund game, I'm waiting to see the lineup. Hummels, I expect, obviously isn't going to play, but I'm waiting to see if they play. There's word that Sancho might not play. Alcacer may not play. It might be a Guerrero match. This is also a time where they sit Marco Reus, and I don't take Dortmund when they sit Marco Reus. I think he is the straw that stirs the drink. When he doesn't play, they look very toothless. Paderborn just pushing Bayern now. All right, let's go back to see what we've got in the back to the Premier League opportunities. Chelsea, no opportunity. Norwich, Crystal Palace. You have Crystal Palace up by 1 somehow. That's an interesting take. That is an interesting take. Norwich in the game, not doing too bad. I mean, Pookie's playing. Yep, Pookie's playing. Win the rest of the regulation for Norwich, which is basically means you're playing for the draw, is plus 235. They're away from home. Norwich is not a great side away from home. That's the only question you got to look at. They've lost 4 in a row, both 2-0. You can take the under 2.5 at plus 100. trying to figure out how to do this. And I can see a 1-1 game or a 2-0 game. Get there? Nope. Leipzig just absolutely got shut. I expect them to pull Werner pretty soon and just say, okay, we lost this. He's got a game coming up. No reason for him to play 90 minutes. And if they play him 90 minutes, that's just one of the stupidest coaching things. There's question is, who's Bayern got on the bench? And we know Coutinho's playing. They're going to go to their bench soon. It's the 73rd minute. It's 2-1 game. Oh! Easy as you like. Didn't really get a lot of power on that. Paderborn with a good shot. All right, so they already went to Alonso Davies. They went to Javi Martinez. Yeah, I mean, the only guy they could bring in is maybe Mueller, which you could see him coming in for Gnabry or Coman. The ageless one. Now we got 30 minutes till we see the lineup in the 12:30 games. In the City game, I don't know. I'm tempted to put a J-size bet down on City. I really like City. And it's not often you get them at -1.5, but that also kind of spells trap. All right, so we do get a lineup. Don't have a lineup yet for Inter Sampdoria, which I'm waiting on. That's going to be a play as soon as I see the lineup that I want to see. This Paderborn game is turned into a game. Paderborn getting opportunity after opportunity. All right, what else do you guys like? What else? Any questions? Any thoughts you guys have? Damn, I see what Jay says when he's the only one on the screen. I wish I got live English championship games. Bayern Leverkusen, as you can see from the screen, you're going to see that little red dot. When that red dot shows up, that means there's a goal happening. The only question is it's checking offsides. So brought to us by friends at Soccer24. Because the ball is in the net, it's just a question of whether or not it counts. And sometimes they do put it up and then VAR takes it back, but nothing you can do about that. Great save by the defender in the goal for the Bayern game. Leverkusen gets their second. Paderborn versus Neuer doesn't pick out the right option, but does get a decent shot on goal. And they are now continue. Bournemouth goes up 2-1 on West Ham. So the over 2.5 cashes in the right after that. So you're at 2-1. I like these teams to continue scoring. I'm looking for an overplay possibility in the Bournemouth game. Chelsea on the board. Jorginho. He gets a PK. The PK goes through. The goalie doesn't move. Simple as you like. Right in the corner. Chelsea goes up for Bournemouth. We told you they had 17 shots. The other team had none. Interesting. They set the Bournemouth West Ham total to 4.5. So you had a 1.5 total second half. 2 minutes in. Chelsea breaking again. He's got another option right at the keeper. And it does not go in. He had the whole entire net, and he went for the nutmeg at the goal. Copenhagen has started. Copenhagen on the board in the first 7 minutes. I told you Silkeborg is absolutely terrible. First shot and goal. First goal. Satoro finally scores. Hasn't scored in a while. Rangers continue to just beat the crap. Barcelona, goal number 2. That money line play looks like we finally get a casher in the Discord. We have pushes and cashers, pushes and losses. Not what we want to start the day. All right, let's see if we get this Inter line. Oh, you got both teams to score. Way to go, Sammy. Good win. Damn it. Bayern scores, and now it's going to be an ass clincher. 3-1 on this under 4.5. Lewandowski chips the keeper. 2 men defenders come in. Neither get the ball. Keeper comes out. Doesn't really make a great play on the ball. The Goals Liga has continued to live up to his name. But of course, we still need some more goals for some of our people to cash here. Yeah, that's what I was saying, Sammy. Lewandowski just scored. Yep. So your parlay looks pretty nice. So I know with those 3 heavy favorites, you put like a G on this, right? It was a full G, right? We got 10 more minutes in this Bayern Paderborn game. It's all counterattacking goals. Oh, that was just a dumb play. He did a back heel to himself with the defender there, and the defender said, "Thank you very much. We'll stop the run." All right, we got a lineup in the Inter game. Romelu Lukaku not playing for Inter. Lazaro not playing for Inter. But Alexis Sanchez makes his starting debut for Inter. So do we trust Alexis Sanchez to beat Sampdoria? Borussia Mönchengladbach gets us the third goal. Gladbach is away. That's a win. That's a big win for them. Lorio Martinez will start next to Alexis Sanchez. I don't know. I was big on this Inter game. Now I'm not as thick. Kandreva does play, but he's a little long in the tooth. I mean, you're basically starting a 34 and a 30-year-old midfielders, and Asamoah also gets the start. Sampdoria's at home. Well, there goes the under 4.5 because Paderborn gets the second goal. It is 3-2. Remember when I said we had that over 3.5? And damn, should have took that. Yep, this Paderborn team does not want to go away. They just want to keep going and going. Leverkusen gets the third. So you pick up that over 2.5 live. Bournemouth scores. They get 3-1. So Bournemouth looks like it's going to go away. That's going to be a good win. That's just crazy. I did tell that Nigel Seeley play in Oxford. Nigel Seeley's generally very, very good. So when he gives out a play, that's generally a very good run. I used to listen to them, and he's 100% right. Oxford's up 3-0. That's going to be an easy casher. Walk to the window. Damn, Astute Chaos. The team that's going to let you down is Wolfsburg. On your parlay, because you took Leverkusen over 2.5, Mönchengladbach over 3, over 2.5, and Wolfsburg live over 2.5. Paderborn, here they come again. He's got him if he makes the pass. Oh. if he made the pass right on there, if it was a one touch right away, he would have been off one on one with the keeper. Great diving defense from Nigel Seeley has a paid service. Um, he's also on VSiN a lot. He's an English guy. He's generally very, very good. Leipzig finally decides, hey, we'd like to actually score. Leipzig scores. Luton gets their second. That over 2.75 cashes for the Blackburn. But there was a part where he was on the morning show on VSiN, and he won like 9 weeks in a row. But he's got a big paid service. Oxford was one of his best plays versus Gillingham. It wasn't too bad. I took it at minus 140, so they won three. Well, they haven't won yet, but they're up 3-0. But occasionally he'll give a play away on VSiN. Yeah, in the 57th minute. So I mean, yes, the other team could come back, but Bayern not trying to score here, just leaving it in the corner, passing around. Oh, can't believe they killed my stupid under 4.5. He's on Twitter, but he doesn't really give anything out on Twitter. The only thing he gives out is essentially linked to his paid service. I can give you what his Twitter is. It's at Sealy_Nigel. And he basically was on there saying, my biggest play of the year, DM me to get all the plays for the remainder of the season. So, I mean, he's a huge tout. It's not cheap either. But he's very good in the lower leagues. Yeah. Watching Gladbach game finishes 3-0. Can't believe they gave out plus money on that game, pre-game. And then they gave a draw no bet. And I said, as soon as it went to draw no bet, that was how I opened the show. I was going to take it because that gave me another chance to get my money back. And I thought they were by far Paderborn into the box. They're going to get a corner. 3 minutes left. Here comes the service. Can't get the header on it. Byron clears, but a terrible clear. Goalie came up on that too. Goalie's got the ball about the 30-yard line. He just punts it back to get back in position. Oh, I forgot I got the over 2.5 in the Barca game. I need one more goal. I always got 30 minutes. Bayern gets a free kick. I should be able to eat up almost a minute in trying to decide where to kick the ball. Damn. Can't believe the under 4.5. It's a play I liked all week. Didn't come through for me. Ruined a very nice parlay. That's it. That's the game. You survived, Sammy. One more to go. Bayern game is over. All right, let's go. Let's go see what Barcelona is doing. All Barcelona in the second half. Only 27% possession for Utafe. As soon as we get close to 12 o'clock, I'm going to shift my focus on college football, see if there's anything out there that I like. I don't know if these are Mississippi kids' plays or he's just posting other people's plays. Wolves get the second goal. They look like they're free and clear. That was a good win if you were on that. Oxford's going to win easily. RB Leipzig's going to kill my plus 800. And it's good. I got a plus 400 on Schalke +1. So I'll make something on that, but not as much as what I wanted. Yeah. Trying to look and see what other opportunities we have out there. Most of the EPL games are finishing up. Copenhagen got PK. They're up 2. That's not too bad. Personally, I'm on the -2. I didn't think there'd be 4 goals, but I thought there'd be 2. I will say this Wolfsburg team is a stay away team for me. I can't see them doing anything. Every time I think they're going to go one way, they jig. I don't think they have a lot of firepower. They're not scoring goals like they did last year. Uh, it's possible they played a totally different style because of this Barcelona game is really boring. I think Barca, for the most part, has shut up shop. Burnley equalizes versus Aston Villa. Maybe that's a shot chance we go. Only question is which team do you go with? Neither team are any good. I don't know when Bet Online shuts off the props. We're at the 70th minute. Nope, hey, keep them on. Brighton Hove almost just got the tie versus Chelsea. Missed it. That was an ass clincher. All right, Sammy, see you going. That was an ass clincher. Copenhagen just got their third. They're going to cover. Rangers just got their fourth. They're beating the crap out of Aberdeen. All right, we're about 3 minutes away. Get the Dortmund lineups. I'm going to see the lineups for City and see the lineups for Dortmund. Probably sign off at 12 o'clock. Looking at these college football games, trying to see if there's anything I like. On the early games. Oh, yeah, there was a game I like. One of the plays I like in college football is the Wisconsin team total. Damn, but they just used it in my one book. Oh, Hudson Odoi is back healthy. Oh, good pass to William. Should get a shot off. He does. It's a Chelsea goal. Saw the move. Boom. One of my sneaky plays, guys, I play every week is Toledo over in college football. Toledo plays no defense, but they can score. So as long as they're playing a middle of the road team, I just play Toledo overs. Let me put it this way: they only scored 27 points in the first half, and the over 70 score. There was 58 points scored in the second half. This also gives me a little bit of breathing room in the Chelsea game, so I kind of sweat that a little less. Chelsea again, right there. He should score easily. He doesn't. He hits the keeper. West Ham ties it up in Bournemouth. 2-2. Told you I saw more goals. Copenhagen gets the fourth goal. They're just beating the crap out of him. I think MMA is about to start, so we're just going to announce the 12 o'clock games. That's at 12:05. I'm sure Jay's going to be on early to talk about that, so I'm going to pop over there. Let me just see the lineups here for Man City, and we'll talk about that. And then I'll log off here. Thank you all for coming in. Well, Blackburn gets the third goal, so the over 3 cashes. We're on over 4. Blackburn 2, Luton 2. Very simple goal. All right, the lineups for City. Jesus starts with Sterling and Mahrez. That's enough for me. This is this is gonna be a good sized bet for me. That is enough. De Bruyne is in there. Ederson's in there. The back four is Fernandinho and Amine Walker. Yep. All right, that's the 12:30 on that. Let's look at the other lineup that I was waiting on. Oh, offsides. Pulls back the Blackburn goal. We still haven't pushed. Might also be on this Zenit game, but I haven't figured out how. What's the other 12:30 game I was watching? 2 games I wanted to watch. See the lineup. Dortmund. That's the other one. Dortmund's going to start up top. Kind of what I thought. Marco Reus is going to play. Alcacer does not play. Sancho does play, which is big. Thorgan Hazard plays, which is good. Mario Götze is your striker. Damn, I hate it when Götze is your striker. Alcacer is going to be on the bench, so it is something they could go to if they need to. Burnley scores, makes it 2-2. Probably Jacob Larson gets in this game at some point. So, I don't know. Royce is playing, which means Royce is playing. I'm on Dortmund. Probably looking to see a way to see what I have live right now before I make the adjustments. So, put Dortmund with something. Not a big fan of the over 3.5. Not a big fan of the -1.5. It's probably just going to be a money line parlay for me for Dortmund. Dortmund, City, and I don't know, maybe the Patriots or something like that. Barca just picks up a red. So for 10 minutes here, they've got to hold on here with 10 guys. I'm on the over 2.5, so I wouldn't mind a Getafe goal here. got to find something else to pair this. It might be the LA Galaxy. Galaxy's in the playoffs, but still could be anywhere between first to second place. They're at home. That might be my three-person parlay. City, Dortmund, and the LA Galaxy. What's that play? I think got 2 goals. Damn, does that suck? Yeah, not enough love off that. That should have been a goal. And Yale should have scored for Getafe. He was literally looking at the net. That's got to be a better header. All right. On that note, we're going to close it. See you guys all at the Fight Cast. All right. Thanks, everybody, for coming. All right.